Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, the great Dominaria United and set rotation that occurred just about a month ago is about a month old. That's kind of predictable. And in about another month plus, we're going to have a brand new set arriving, the Brothers War. So we're kind of in middle meta for this particular rotation, and I thought it would be fun to go back over the decks that I played early in the meta, like in the first week or so, and see what changes could be made and what we've learned from the past few months, and if there's still any good. Because while many of you might watch one of my videos, see a deck that you are really enthusiastic about, craft it, and then play the hell out of it for a month and a half, I often only play the deck once for one day, and then it's gone. And sometimes those decks were really cool, and I want to play them some more. But I'm trying to do a different deck every day to try to reach as many Magic players as possible, and it's sad. It's sad. It's like you created this beautiful piece of art, but then you have to send it out into the world, and the only place you ever see it again is when somebody cues it up against you and smashes you with it. It's really sad, okay? And I'm emotional. So I am going to play some of the decks from about a month ago when the set first came out, and we're going to see what changes we make, or maybe try some different versions or some different card choices in them and see if those decks still hold up. The first deck I played on day one of the format was Jodah Humans. So this is Jodah Humans 2, the sequel 2.0. And what did we learn about Jodah Humans? Well, one thing I learned really quickly is how much I hate Thran Portal, but I've also learned I can't really play the deck without it. You can cut back on a lot more of the pain lands, and we do. We have 2 Adarkar Waste, 2 Caves of Koilos, and 2 Yavimaya Coast, and then 4 Thran Portal. It's still a lot of pain lands, but it is propped up a little bit more by the chill lands, the lands that come in and don't hurt you as bad. These numbers kept getting shuffled throughout recording today, so you might occasionally see a different chill land. I think there was a Haunted Ridge in there at one point. I don't think Karpluzan Forest was in there. I think there was a Sundown Pass at one point. Just so you guys know, if you see a Sundown Pass and it's not in this list in the intro, don't panic. I just making some adjustments as I go. But the chill lands can help offset some of the pain and help you do your thing. We don't want triomes in this version of the deck because this Jodah deck is a straight up aggro deck. I honestly don't care if I ever get a Cascade trigger. The idea is you play the giant Jodah. It adds an absurd amount of power and toughness to the table as long as you have 2 or 3 legendaries already on the board. And then you just attack for the win. Now, while in Commander, Jodah and its Cascade trigger is a big deal, in Standard, the format is just too small. 20 life is too few. 5 or 6 turns with the opponents attacking is too few. All you really need is the Anthem effect from Jodah to possibly completely win the game. And it's just like an Intrepid Adversary, but way stronger. So we have Hopeful Initiate. It is not legendary, but it is a 1-drop human that can help apply pressure from turn 1 because in Best of 1, 1-drop creatures are absolutely nuts in any kind of aggro deck. So you really try to work them in when you can. One thing that we also learned about Jodah is that it's very hard to remove stuff. You can run Urtai and you can run Lagrella, and I found both of those cards to be incredibly bad. One, they make it's like just more ways to find ways to not be able to cast your spells, to have all these complicated costs. 2, they don't often do what you need them to do. They just always seem to be in the wrong place at the wrong time for the wrong cost. Whereas March of Otherworldly Light, when you look at all the white cards in this deck and the fact that you're playing a number of legendaries that are white, it means that if you have 2 or 3 of them in your hand, you might just want to get rid of one and reduce the cost on Otherworldly Light. So very often this is like 1 mana to exile a thing if you're also willing to exile a card from your hand. Another important thing about the deck is most of our lands do not have types. In fact, we have no basics. None of these have types. None of these have types. None of these have types. Absolutely none of these have types, except for the Thran Portal. That has types. Why is this important? Because I'm going to get comments asking for Leyline of Binding. Your Leyline of Binding is going to cost 6 or sometimes even 7 mana thanks to Thalia in this deck. So if you want to play it, you go right ahead. And then get back to me. Tell me how it works out for you. Another sweet thing about the deck is just figuring out which legendary creatures provide the most beatdown and value and stay above Meathook Massacre. And those would be like Dennick, Adeline, Shauna. They just put the most power and toughness on the field. Sigarda, even though it's not a human, as a 1-of, it's usually okay. Halana and Elena adds a ton of power and toughness. And then, of course, the Great Jodah itself. So this is the version we're going to roll with today. A mostly Bant, splashing slightly into other colors. I believe that there was a Jadar and a Jaren in the deck in a few games. You might see them here and there, but this is the way that I think it finalizes. Just really focusing on our Bant slice of life, then Halana and Elena on 4, Jodah on 5. And I think that creates a great shell for a human deck. So I'm excited to take it out and smash things and see if Jodah the Unifier still holds up a month into the standard format. Today's patron shout out goes to Jim George. Thank you very much for supporting on Patreon. You're very cool. If you would like a shout out in a video, check out the link in the description, patreon.com/covertgoblue. Now let's dive in. Let the Jodah human nonsense begin. No untapped lands. Awesome. You put like 3 of these, 4 of these in your deck, and of course your opening hand has 2 of them. All right, we go first. We get to put away 1 of these, the Coast or the Ridge. Given this hand, neither one produces white, so it doesn't really matter. I guess we'll keep the Coast. Turn 1 Courtyard, turn 2 Coast, turn 3 Thingy, turn 4 never cast Sigarda. I guess we have to cast Sigarda off the Catilda. All right. Blue, white. Ooh. But then I can't cast Catilda. I don't know what I'm playing on turn 2 yet. Catilda or Denick. I think it should be Catilda. So we'll play the Courtyard first. We could have played a tapped Coast and then played Denick pain-free. Oh ha, Catilda. Wait, what are you doing? This isn't a once upon a time meta. What instant do you have for 1 green? What instant do you have that you can play on an empty board for 1 green? My brain is exploding. All right. Blue, white, black. We can play like 3 creatures, or we can just drop Halana and Elena. They probably just kill it. It's got to be a Tamiyo safekeeping, right? It's got to be a Tamiyo safekeeping. All right, I think we play this the careful way. Why? Auto Tapper has no idea what to do with this situation. Absolutely none. I remember now what it is about this deck. You basically have to manually tap your lands. That's why this deck hasn't taken off on ladder, guaranteed. That's the truth. All right. Like, what are we doing here? All right. So if I go green, blue. Oh, wait. I can't cast that at all. And then I'd have to go with white. Is that any good? Or are we just supposed to play Halana Elena here? I feel like I'm supposed to get this down. It's kind of hard to find an attack on this board, though. I guess a 3/4 Denick could attack. Can we cast this without tapping Denick? No, we cannot. Oh my goodness. What a meme. But I feel like we should cast this before anything else possibly happened to our board. So we're going to do it. Roar! Gonna hold this Otawara. They're gonna play something big. They're gonna play like Tail Swipe or whatever the card is. They're gonna try to fight the Sigarda. We're gonna bounce it. You know, some days I feel dumber than others. Storm the Festival. Uvenwald Oddity Gala Greeters. Yeah, cool. So Halana and Elena can outscale all of this. Sigarda can do a lot. I think we just take the 4. I think we save this until they play a fight spell, because we can handle everything that they're putting on the battlefield if we play Halana and Elena, or that works. That works really well. Are they just dead? They might just be dead. All right, fine. Rawr. Good lord. I have enjoyed this game of Magic the Gathering. Have you? I had forgotten, guys. Like, it's been a month. I forgot that you can just draw Jodah and just embarrass your opponent's board state. Just, oh my god. 11. How much stats did this add? 6, 12. Hold on, it doesn't matter. I'm still counting. 18, 23 plus 11, 34. It added 34 stats. Our opponent just stormed the festival into some pretty busted cards. These have haste. I mean, it doesn't matter. They cast back-to-back Storm the Festivals. It really did not matter. That was... I could get used to this. Well, we go first, and we have Shana into Halana into Jodah, but nothing until turn 3, but the mana's good. I'm going to keep it. We're going to draw a 2-drop. We're going to draw a 2-drop, and it's going to be awesome. Okay. Behold, nothing. I have nothing, Jon Snow. Banky. All right. We were a turn away. Oh, it hurts. All right. I think we hold back the Shana. I don't think we play it on curve, because if you play it off of Halana Elena, then you can get that hit, that lifelink, and that card draw all right away. And the sooner you have a Thalia down, the better. What you got? Had a feeling. So unfortunately, we don't have a Jodah off that Adarkar Waste because we put blue on the portal. Could have been a mistake. Never mind. We have a Jodah. Easy. Let's see if they're ready. Are you ready to deal with that? I hope you have a Meat Hook Massacre in hand and you feel silly about your life. Ignore Jodah. Bold choice. Not one, but 2 spot removal spells in your 4-card hand. How convenient. The Boseju's nice. Can we leave the green open? I think we can. Do we hold these? I don't think so. I don't think I hold this one. All right, how many more spot removals do you have in hand? I have a Wandering Emperor. That's unfortunate. We need some Vigilance up in here. Do I have Vigilance in my deck? Adeline would be nice. Yeah, Adeline would do some vigilant things. We haven't drawn one of those before. I am not 100% sure they're actually in my deck. Okay. Cool. Life is good. Suck it, Wandering Emperor. Okay, still have Wandering Emperor mana. We rumble.
Chumpers? But you're wandering Emperor. You didn't use it on this thingy. All right. Do we play this or not? I think if we slow roll it, it might be better. Yeah, you don't want them to see that coming. You don't want them to see that on the move. Because it's, in theory, they could tap out, do a bunch of stuff, then we play this, we put the counters on it, we attack, and we draw 3 cards. Well, that sucks. But hey, Shauna didn't die. Now what? I really want to gain the life, then play the Shauna. And I have Plaza. So I think I play the Denick and hold up the Plaza activation to protect Adeline. They did have a meat hook when I was mocking their meat hook. Unfortunately, they also had 2 spot removal spells. It's a very control-y build of Esper. I would love to punish them more. Shieldred. Still have mana open. Plenty of it. That's a good card. We like this card. But apparently tapping for it is going to get complicated. You crewed it. Bit of a tempo setback for them. If they block the Denick, do we care? Do we care? Also remember, we think they have a Wandering Emperor. So I don't think I care. I think I want to get the damage while I can get the damage. Yeah, they're planning to exile the Denick. But we got them to 2. Make that 3. All right. So if we hexproof the Denick, how does that turn out for them? Pretty bad, right? So we'll pass. So they're going to 8 mana here. Sheldred, Wandering Emperor. If we save Denick from the Wandering Emperor, that should be enough. Oh, okay. Okay. So right now they're going to 1? Balls. I did not draw a good way out of that. We are at 7 as well. Just something to keep in mind. All right, they're going for the death touch there. So do we draw the cards or do we make the trade? Do we draw the cards or do we make the trade? That is a tough call. Because we can use the Plaza on the Adeline, or we can draw 4. Draw 4. No, it's not draw 4. It's only draw 2, because we're only gaining 2 life. It's not draw 4. We're... how much meat hook can they do here? They need 1 more untapped land to do a meat hook. I wonder why they didn't Bankbuster block here. They must have another Sheldred. All right, we protect. We will not let Adeline die this way. Not like this. We protect our own. All right, they've got 5 cards. We've got a superior board. Let's see what they can do. Yep, backup Sheldred doesn't surprise me, and they can gain 2 life from the Bankbuster. They can also gain 2 life from a Rafine attack, and they're gonna do it. I mean, our life total all the way down to 6 with 2 Thran portals on the battlefield and a Sheldred about to trigger. And now that Wandering Emperor is looking really juicy, isn't it? They should probably just use it now. Oh, they don't have it? They do have 3 blockers and 3 life. Ah, that's a life-linking blocker. This is getting ugly. That is an interesting draw. And we got a lot of lifelink coming your way. I mean, our job here, I think, is pretty simple. We turn this sucker sideways. Now, if only I could keep this missionary from gaining life. If only I had a way. All right, Sheldred's gonna die. This is gonna die. This does not die. These attacking back, I'm going to be at 9. Their creatures dying lose life. I'm going to be at 7. So I can save the Shana and draw cards, but I don't think, I think what's gonna happen is I just lose that game. So I think I have to save Adeline again. Sorry, Shauna, you never drew cards in this game. I probably should have just run you out sooner, and I think I outplayed myself. Opponent goes to 0-2. We go to 7. They're coming at me. A double attack. Are they trying to draw into the solution, or do they have it? Like a removal spell here? They don't have it. We're still playing Magic. We're at 4. Sheldred doesn't kill us. Bankbuster digs. Eh? Is for me? Is for me? Interesting card. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Sam Cook this sucker. Bring it on home to me. No! Now they have it! Now they have it. You monster. I was wondering. I was thinking about holding Dennick back. They drew it. Cringe.
Almost sad to see you.
It's too bad this is not an artifact. Gotta get him as low as we can. But God, they're gonna have 3, so they can blitz this underdog. So they have it if they have a creature to discard to Rafine. And if they see it. It doesn't have to be a creature. Oh? Maybe they have a Sheldred and this is all just window dressing. Land. They could have put a +1/+1 counter.
Back to one.
And then they could have discarded any non-land and had lethal. Like that Rafine. They could have discarded that. I will ask you once again. Is for me?
I hope you're ready to lose.
Is it still fine? 5?
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Son of... I don't think it's... No. This is they go to 1, right? All right, misplay. I should have killed the Wandering Emperor. Then they would have had to draw. They could have had 2 lands in a row and I might have won. What a freaking disaster. What a disaster. Ah.
Show them how we do that.
What a stupid game. Oh my goodness. What a stupid game. Oh, another top deck removal spell. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That was content, I guess. Oh my god. Can't have diamond. Can't do it. Necromantic. Oh, how necromantic, yes. No untapped white on turn 1. That is a tilt. That is a big tilt. But I'm not mulliganing it. Ah! His hand is still on pace to do awesome things. So we're not gonna freak out. We're just gonna play our Thalia and feel good about it and see the opponent do nothing. Yes, good, good. Ah, Thalia March, the combo. I'm being sarcastic. Get him. We're coming for you. What do we need? We need a red. There's the grass for 3. Oh, can we play that? No. Deck working beautifully and as intended. Wow. I didn't see that one coming. All right. That is a card. That is a Jodah. It's not a Jodah? Oh, we needed a red. We needed a red. All right. We'll settle for this beautiful March of Otherworldly Light. Where are you going? It's not like you were... Oh, you were dead. Oh, that's so sad. And that was without our turn 1 hopeful initiate. Mac Murphy. All right, Mac. You want to go? We're on the play with March that we can't cast. LOL. 2 Jodahs and a Thalia. Is this even a hand? This is a true joke of a hand. But hey, the mana is great and it doesn't hurt us. So let's just draw some cards that are castable, huh? Epicur. Cool. Here's Thalia. Yeah, your anvil doesn't get cast now. The curtains. All right. Sigarda. Sigarda, not almost castable. Depends what land we draw. So guys, do we play the initiate here? We might actually want to march. Actually, what is Curtains even going to take? The Sigarda? The march? I don't know, man. Let's see what happens. I guess just the 3-4 is a big problem. So maybe I'm getting rid of a Jodah to crush these Curtains. Because we have to pay the 1 extra for the Thalia, remember? Hey, stop looking at my plazas. I don't know. I almost want them to take a card because then we get the draw, which makes it more likely that we're going to curve. They're going for Anvil anyway. Okay. Okay, dude. That's an Anvil. Meow. And off the top. Come on, baby. Hit me with a land. Let's give this guy. Let's give this player the business. Hit me with the land. Let's go. I don't know why they're chilling. Maybe they're laughing that I exiled a Jodah. What do you think that says about my hand that I exiled a Jodah though? Huh? Why don't you guess? This is good. If they spend their turn on the Curtains, we get to draw with the Shana. Maybe Shana will finally shine here. Because they basically have to kill it, and then we get another look at a land off the top for Sigarda. That is not what I would have cast Infernal Grasp upon. Do people not know what these cards do? This is kind of insane. All right, Shana, you're gonna get me out of my mana woes here. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Opponent? Maybe, like, Curtains? Did you just play it to be an 0-4? Braids. Okay. You must... I mean, I decline. You must really like braids. Yeah, I would probably block the 3-2 with my 0-4. There you go. You got this. You can do it. Hmm? You thinking about gang blocking Shana here? I mean, maybe you need to. These cards, all of them can beat you. Nope. Shana lives. We go to 22. They go to 11. Maybe if you touch braids enough, it will activate twice. I think they heard me. Abiba. All right. Let's go, Ab. Awesome. Could there be a worse play from this position? I don't know of one. I mean, I could just discard, but I've got so much life, I'm not going to. I mean, if you're never going to activate the Curtains, could just sacrifice it. Or you could sacrifice a Planeswalker. You sacrifice nothing. Your Braids deck sacrificed nothing. You are a disgrace to the game. Yeah, I said it. Let me show you how a real gamer attacks. All right, bye. I enjoyed our time together. Somewhere off in the great beyond, This braids player is still touching their braids, hoping it will do something. F's in the chat. I will try it. I really want to draw a 3-drop. At least we're going to get to land drop 4 this time. And it looks like most of our colors are here. Again. Alright, if you're on the draw, it must be mono red. Will we draw a life linking card this time? That is the question. Yeah, this time we have no March. Okay, Rakdos. Rakdos. This having a counter is bad. Yeah, this hand is not drawing into what it needs. We really need a 3-drop here. Without one, we are just a pile of sadness. Maybe our opponent misses land drop? That would be fresh. Alright, just come on, draw a playable. Gotta draw a playable. Gotta draw a playable. Nope, they wouldn't miss a land drop. Hey, but we drew a playable. Who's the man? Alright. Here's the Adeline. Attacking, they just eat the 1/1, so let's hold back. Yeah, I mean, you could activate this blood if you want to, but if you get another blood, you can possibly kill this, so I would keep the blood. But, you know, you do you. Ooh, okay. Alright, this is a problem. That is a big problem. Eight. So we're at 10. Okay. Awkward. The timing is bad. Do I have to kill this now, or can I get a Jodah down? If I kill this now, I'm in a pretty good spot though, right? I'm attacking with Adeline, I'm making humans, but it's the only thing I do this turn. It's the only thing I do. And then I have this attacking back at me, which I might be able to block with an Adeline. But then we have time for Jodah. If we get Jodah down, we're good, right? Whereas if we get Helena Elena down, are we good? Like putting counters on this Thalia, does that really do it? And then next turn, they attack, we have to chump. Yeah, it's gotta be the Sheldred. It's gotta be the Sheldred. Card's too good, man. Attack, make creature, they block. Doesn't really achieve much. Other than we get some damage in. So we do attack, but... How about Thalia? I think Thalia has to stay. Because the opponent's flipping this one next turn. Alright, if the opponent can close this turn, for one thing, they've got a really good draw. Because we do have a board presence, and it's not a bad one. And two, we gave it our best shot, I think. Being the creature deck on the draw in best of one is a challenge, especially when you don't draw any lifelink. That's why we have all that lifelink. An underdog. Uh-huh. Not quite dead. We go to 4. Man. We go to 3 if we play the Jodah. I actually think we do this. And then hopefully next turn, Shana. And counters here so it can block Harvester. Dead to like a point of damage. Not quite dead to a removal spell, but dead to a removal spell and a blitz. Although that's hard to do with Thalia. Not quite dead to Sheldred. In great, terrible pain to Sheldred, but not quite dead. Ooh. Okay. Shh. Don't say anything, guys. Don't say a thing. And maybe, just maybe. Yes. 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 Get off my lawn, Sheldred! You've been crushed by a 1/1, Yes! Got him. That play would never work on stream. Oh my god, that was close. Oh my god, that was close. All right, we're gonna rank up, baby. I can feel it. Sauce is my boss. All right, on the draw. It's a curve. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Hopeful. Okay. That is a really good top deck. How are we gonna swing the play draw problem? Yeah, I'm not afraid. What do you think I am, a coward? Like, they're probably gonna play mono white. Well, we have 3 colors. They have 1. So obviously they will be defeated. 3 colors? What am I talking about? Actually have 5. Hope you've got some spells in your deck. Probably don't. But at least we have a first striker. Gross. But Thalia stays on the board for a minute. I expect them to name Adeline. Maybe we can draw a playable. I'm having a tougher time with this than I expected. Maybe they're really afraid of Helena and Elena. They did name Helena and Elena. Disciplined. Disciplined choice. So they need to attack into this somehow. They must have something to get rid of it. Uh-huh. Well, they can't play a Wandering Emperor, so is this any Ganjo? And if it is, what are we supposed to do about it? We could take it, force them to hold up mana, try this again next turn. We could also do this, and then we lose the Thalia, and we just replay the Thalia. That's interesting. And we can also do this, and if they kill this and lose the Peacekeeper, we play Helena Elena. So they have to do this, so they might No, they're not going to lose the initiate, right? Because they're going to kill one of our creatures in response. But at least we block it. You can't Wandering Emperor. It has to be a Ganjo. It's a very interesting one. Very, very interesting. It definitely feels like a straight up like Iganjo trap. And if they could Wandering Emperor, I'd be afraid of that, but they can't because of Thalia. There it is. Yep. So pretty obvious it's a Ganjo. So we got rid of the Peacekeeper. No, we didn't. Peacekeeper's still there, but we can work it out. We lost our Thalia, but we have a backup. All right. White, blue, yeah. And we have a backup Adeline too, so let's swing. Opponent really can't lose that Peacekeeper, and they know it. They've got their own Adeline. Did we flip the play draw? I think we did. I think the fact that they weren't able to develop creatures that turn and that they had to use the Aganjo and then we recovered first, I think we flipped it. Now we have to trade our Adeline away in a good way because we have another one that they don't know about. Then we just need enough mana to play Helana and Elena. Or get them to get rid of that Peacekeeper. I mean, there's no way they attack here, right? There's no way. That's a big draw. That is a big draw. We do have a Thalia, which keeps it from being the best it could be. But without question, let's get in there, rumble, and see what happens. Maybe we can make a mess like nobody's business. That's it. That's it. All right, so I think end step or something. We're going to blow up that Peacekeeper and then play Helana and Elena. That's, I think, the plan. The cool thing about this is we get 2 life. They want to train? They want to train. So that's like the easy block. I don't think they want to get rid of Thalia very much, but we could if we wanted to. We could jump with Thalia and then not give up our Adeline. We could also block their Adeline with both of these. And then our Thalia dies. We take out their Peacekeeper. We play Helana and Elena on Denick. Then we don't have to exile our own Thalia to the March of Otherworldly Light. We fall behind a little bit on board, though. I don't know, man. That's tough, but I think it'll do. I think it'll be okay. Backup Adeline, yep. But Thalia is gone now, so this can hit the Peacekeeper. Da-da-da-da-da. Charge! If they double block it here, we kill their Adeline, which is kind of the best thing they have, and we can get this back, or we can hold it up as a blocker. If they remove it with like a Brutal Cathar, I feel like the game is mostly over. So I think I've got to go. Yeah, they're thinking, how do I beat that thing? See, I think for them, it's really tempting to trade this Adeline for this Denick. Because even if they get rid of Helana and Elena, can they beat this in any kind of follow-up? I don't know if they can. Yep, there we go. Oh man, tight. The game was tight. All right, can I get that rank up win? I have not been able to close in these videos. Can I get that rank up win one time? And we are back for the post-game wraps and checking on the stats powered by MTGA Assistant. Free download link in the description. 68% win rate. I feel like if I had 1 more percent, I would have done the dojo prouder. 7 times on the play, 11 on the draw, and of course a much better deck on the play. 85% win rate on the draw. Yeah, there is a lot of power and punch in the Jodah human tribal list, and there's still a lot to be explored, I think. I don't feel like we've figured out all the card choices. I don't feel like we've got the mana base perfect. I think that the removal spell, like what should be the removal spell, I think that's still up in the air, although March had its moments and March had its not so moments, and it's hard to figure out exactly how it all should come together. But one thing is for certain, it's a powerful deck, and it's probably only going to get better as more legendary creatures and especially legendary humans are introduced with the Brothers War coming up. They've already spoiled a couple. Maybe we'll get into that in another video, but I think it's a fine time if you have wild cards and want to craft a deck and this looks really fun to you, and I mean a lot of wild cards, then you might want to craft this one, because I think that Jodah Humans is going to continue to be an above average win rate smashing machine for the foreseeable future, and it's a good kind of toilet deck. It comes like it's a good toilet gaming deck, and what I mean by that, of course, is you can probably win games on the toilet, as sometimes it's very much just curve out and smash, but it does come with interesting decisions along the way, and you can build it a lot of different ways. So yeah, high recommendation for this deck. If you've got the cards and you want to craft it and looks like your thing, I think you can do a lot worse than Jodah Humans. All right, that's going to do it for this particular video. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. Just know in your heart and soul, deeply, truly know this. I will never give away a PC, and definitely not to you. As long as you know that, you're cool.